So I don't know, just invest a little bit and you'll get a lot out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. Athletes getting emotional here at Canada Olympic Park as they stare down at the track for what could have been the last World Cup for bobsleigh, luge, and skeleton. The track is in need of millions of dollars in repairs, and there's a lack of funding. It's the final day of competition at the IBSF World Cup for bobsleigh and skeleton. 39-year-old Ontario native Dave Gresheshin moved to Calgary 11 years ago before there was a track in Whistler. But he doesn't think the BC community would have ever been an option.
Whistler's a little bit more expensive, and as me as a substitute teacher here in Calgary, it's nice to be able to work, and because sponsorships aren't always there, especially with the economy right now, and so people could be here with their family, work whatever jobs they're doing.
This track is 33 years old. Winsport, which runs the venue, says the track cannot operate under these conditions next year. The refrigeration unit isn't adequate, and the track needs to be altered. It's done engineering work over the years, but it's still shy about $8 million.
The cost of the steel and aluminum, the tariffs in the U.S., just before you know it, it skyrockets closer to $25 million. So an $8 million gap is a little tougher for us to come up with. And it's also the $750,000 we subsidize each year to run the track, which is the big thing. It's like building a hospital. You can find the money to build a hospital, but how are you going to operate it?
If it does close for good, this Pyeongchang 2018 silver medalist has other places to train. But he says kids like him who grew up in Calgary won't.
So it's such a huge opportunity for Canada to have a track like this so close to a huge population that we can recruit from and get new athletes.
Winsport says it's still speaking to the provincial and federal governments to negotiate a funding deal, but the longer those talks drag on, the longer it will take to reopen this track for next season. In Calgary, Crystal Laderas, City News.